same. Which one was the one that you had to look at to tell if it really mattered? Which part of the face?
The nose. Yeah, the nose.
The smile. Why did the smile give away that number 3 and number 5 were not similar? What were the slopes of the sides of the smile? Were they the same? No, those were the only two that were different. Every other shape you were given was a right angle, wasn't it? Yeah. And so they all stayed the same, didn't they? Yeah. But on the others, it was the smile that gave it away. So if we have similar figures, then we're going to have the same shape, but different size. Our sides are going to be in proportion, and our angles are going to be congruent. Okay, did y'all get that when you read through that? All right, so 1, 2, 4, and 6. Well, 1, 2, and 4. 1 was your pre-image. 2 and 4 were both dilations. What does that tell us about what a dilation produces? A similar figure, doesn't it? When we do a dilation, our sides are in proportion and our angles are congruent. So when we can tie this back into what we've already done, we've already studied dilations, now we're doing similarity. If we have a dilation, then our figures are similar. Okay, the next one asks us to compare the sides and compare the angles of the ones we decided that were similar. So number 2 was similar to 1. And when we compared the ratio of the sides, did y'all get 1 to 2? And that makes sense because of the scale factor. 2. And then number 4, did you get 1 to 3? Yes, and that makes sense because the scale factor was 3. And on both of those, we also got congruent angles. And then on number 6, this is a 1-to-1 ratio. Did y'all see that? Which tells me not only are they similar, they're actually congruent. And we already talked about this because this is a translation, and a translation is a rigid motion. So that will create a congruent figure. All right, number 3. Did you get the rules? 2x, 2y for number 2, for figure 2. For figure 4, did you get 3x and 3y? And for figure 6, did you get x plus 2y plus 2? Any questions on the rules for number 3? Yes. Any of the similar ones? Yeah. I was wondering how all of you finished so quickly. You can finish quicker when you don't read all the directions.
Or we just missed the absolute rules.
All right. Number 4 is having one same angle measurement enough to make similar figures is what this is asking. We can't just check one. Like if we had just checked the right angle, does that show us similar figures? No. All the angles would have to be congruent. Number 5, what was the effect of the 1/2? Well, the 1/2 caused a shrink. Everything decreased by that same amount. Okay, any questions on 1 through 5? We good? All right. Number 6. You do not have to draw the picture, but I do want the rule and all the vertices. And then the second page is about similar figures, but it's focusing on triangles. And hopefully you'll discover what you have to know to verify that 2 triangles are similar.